Yes, Massive back again, giving thanks for another day. You know the thing set already. But yeah, man, we have another question for ask today about one of Bob Marley's biggest song, No Woman No Cry. Now this song was credited to Vincent Ford as the writer, but there are conflicting stories out there as to whether Vincent Ford actually wrote the song. So we want to make sense of everything, so we ask the question, did Vincent Ford wrote No Woman No Cry for Bob Marley? Who is Vincent Ford? Well, Vincent Ford, affectionately called Tartar by his friends, was born in 1940 and passed away at the age of 68 in 2008. He lost both of his legs due to diabetes, and he also ran a soup kitchen. Ford met Bob Marley shortly after Bob came to Trenchtown, and everybody know what a tenement yard is. More time a man would have call it big yard because a whole heap of tenants live in it. Well, Vincent Ford had a room where he used to give Bob for link up with Rita, and you don't know it go. But anyway, this iconic song, No Woman No Cry, was recorded in 1974 and released on the studio album Natty Dread. The live version from the 1975 album Live was released as a single and is the best known version. It was included on the Greatest Hits compilation Legend, which was recorded at the Lyceum Theatre in London on July 18, 1975 as part of his Natty Dread tour. Alright, one of the stories where we hear why Vincent Ford was credited as a writer is because Bob Marley did a look out for him as a friend and know said this that go help him out down the road. Well, that's a noble thing to do, yes, if in fact I saw it did go. But there was an article written by Sade Gardner about how the whole song came about. So I could jump in at this real quickly. Vincent Tata Ford heard the cry of a woman whose son had been arrested and charged with gun possession. Her wailing taunted Ford, and it would ultimately become inspiration for Bob Marley's No Woman No Cry, of which he is co-author. Her name is Miss Green, and she lived a few rooms down from Tata. Her son Jeffrey did get hold with a gun, and she cried when she found out, Clifford Ferdinand told the Sunday Gleaner. He is the property manager at Culture Yard, the tenement yard where Ford lived, now a preservation site showcasing his room, guitar, and the calabash. According to Bent, Ford spent days and nights with his guitar under a mango tree, writing lyrics for the song, which appeared on Natty Dread, the 1974 acclaimed album recorded by Bob Marley and the Wailers. But there was something else that inspired the track. In that same time, there was another woman by the name of Miss Punsi, who lived in front of Tata. Her man was a fisherman, and him used to beat her up all the time. So part of the song sing because of she too, Bent explained. Tata was in the yard between the two rooms with the woman and soak up what him say and hear, and I saw the song come. You will hear different stories, but this is how it go. I can't say Tata finalized the whole song, but I know him started. Alright, that article was taken from the Gleaner, where Clifford Bent, the property manager of Culture Yard in Trenchtown, was interviewed by Sade Gardner. And him basically I say a Vincent Ford write the song. Him even not tell us under a mango tree. But him not know how the final writing or recording go, but him must say at least I saw the song start. So we are get somewhere, we are reach somewhere though. So here one now, we are go over Wikipedia to go see what else kind of knowledge we can gain. Alright, Vincent Ford from 1940 to December 28, 2008. Known as Tata or Tata, was a Jamaican songwriter best known for receiving writing credit for No Woman No Cry, the song made famous by Bob Marley and the Wailers, as well as 3 other Bob Marley songs. However, controversy persisted as to whether the composition had actually been written by Marley himself and had been credited to Ford to allow Marley to avoid contractual obligations, resulting in a legal battle that ended with the Marley estate being granted control of the songs. Alright, what I go on here so is another story I tell we why Vincent Ford was credited as the writer. But me could finish read where we read. Marley had signed a songwriting contract with producer Danny Sims at Cayman Music, and in 1972, Marley and the Wailers were signed by Chris Blackwell to Island Records. Ford was given writing credit to No Woman No Cry on the 1974 album Natty Dread, as well as the songs Crazy Ballad with Marley's wife Rita, Positive Vibrations, and Roots Rock Reggae from the 1976 album Rastaman Vibration. Marley had not wanted his new songs to be associated with Cayman, including in his obituary in The Independent, that he had put them in the names of close friends and family members as a means of avoiding the contractual restrictions, and as a way to provide lasting help to family and close friends. Marley's widow was sued by his former manager, Danny Sims, in a claim for royalty and ownership rights to these songs. Sims claimed that Marley had actually written the songs, but had assigned the credit to Ford to avoid meeting obligations under Marley's contract with Sims. A 1987 court decision sided with the Marley estate, which assumed full control of the songs. Marley historian Roger Stephens recounted that Marley had acknowledged in a 1975 Jamaica Broadcasting Corporation interview that he had written No Woman No Cry while tuning a guitar in Tata's yard. While in Trenchtown in the late 70s, Marley biographer Vivienne Goldman asked Ford point blank, "Was it you who wrote the songs?" Ford never responded to the question directly, answering, "Well, what do you think?" Alright, I feel like we get enough information where we can come to some kind of conclusion. And what me draw from the whole of this is, Bob Marley write the song, but Tata also had some kind of input. That's my conclusion when I draw. So, he was rightly credited as a co-writer, in my opinion. But then you have Danny Sims, the producer, where him think different. Him feel like a Bob Marley alone write the song and Bob Marley go round him, get over upon him, you know? And then you have some other people now who are say, "Nah, man, a Bob Marley alone write it, man, I just look out for him bridging them and just put them name upon it, you know?" Well, me not buy that one then. Not that it couldn't happen, but the more logical thing is, from everything when me read and go through, it seemed like Bob Marley then at the yard I write the tune, and Tata put in him input, or even maybe Tata even come up with the whole idea and Bob Marley finish it, but I just feel like the two of them write it, in my opinion. So, I don't know, Massive, just make me know what I think. Because we love dig deep and find out things, how I think that is. So I say. But yeah, man, Massive, until the next time, you know the thing said.